right, episode 5 of the Think Much podcast. I'm Loventas.
I'm Lucas.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, bro. I'm chilling. How you doing?
Not too bad. We went to the little Tampa Improv Wednesday night, right?
Yeah, it was Wednesday.
How'd you enjoy it?
It was nice, bro. You know, it's not my first time going to a comedy, well, like the Improv. I've been to the one in Orlando. It's pretty nice. You know, it was open mic, so you know it was obviously fun. Kind of, you know, people are just trying to make a name for themselves. It was fun though. It was good to support.
Yeah.
But did you realize that dude kept like looking at us specifically, like in the eye, bro?
I forgot to tell you about that. Yeah.
I was curious if it because we were the only two African Americans there, or something like that,
Nah.
or were we the ones he trying to engage with us? I don't know.
Nah, because he had his he had some supporters. I don't know if it was a girlfriend or something, or his baby moms, but I don't know if it's because we were like his safety net. I don't know. I don't know if it's because he felt comfortable with us, or
he kept looking at us dead in the eye.
I think it was
bro.
more you. Like I'm like, okay, maybe you're his safety net or something. I don't know. Maybe you just felt comfortable. No, the talent. His name was Duke, but he's a good open mic, man.
It was funny. It was definitely funny.
You plan on going up there, right?
Yes, so I'm going up there next Wednesday if I can't make it Thursday, or I might do both days.
You might do both days. Yeah, I'm gonna
Are you gonna go up next Wednesday too?
Yeah, I'm gonna go do next Wednesday and Thursday.
I know. I'm trying to get that time. Go ahead, and let the people know where you going.
No. I'm not that good yet, dude. Once I get good, dude, then I'll start like letting you guys know where I'll be at. But yeah, man, the Tampa Improv, it was cool. So yesterday was Thanksgiving.
Turkey Day,
yeah. What does Thanksgiving mean to you? Or how was your Thanksgiving, first of all? How was it?
Gosh, we just jumped right into it. My Thanksgiving was good, bro. You know, we sat around, ate s'mores, did poker. Really, my family weird because we celebrate holidays whenever we want. So like, really, we celebrated Thanksgiving Tuesday. Is like when we had like everybody over and my mom's cooked, and like you know, it was a good family day. Yesterday, we just went down to a little restaurant called Buddy Freddy's in Plant City, Florida. Ate there. It was crowded. There was a lot of people. I guess a lot of people didn't want to cook this year, but yeah, and then we did that too. But you know, buffet was good. Anyways, then we came back, did some poker, had some fun. Had a little bonfire that didn't really work out because it's not cold in Florida.
Oh, so like, what do you mean? It just wasn't cold enough for a bonfire?
There's mosquitoes everywhere, bro, because it's still like hot. I guess I don't know. Florida's weird, bro. I hate the weather.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best time is the winter because it does get a little chilly out. That's the best time in Florida. But yeah, that sounds good, man.
What'd you do?
I just ate a lot of food. Like my family, we're Haitian. We don't really celebrate Thanksgiving like that, to be honest.
So do y'all treat it like another day?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, everyone has a day off, so my mom just made some like food, and I just kind of ate a lot. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much regular day with the family. Yeah, everyone was inside. That was cool, having everyone on the inside. But other than that, yeah, man, we don't really celebrate Thanksgiving like that.
Yeah, my family's not really big into holidays. Thanksgiving is kind of the only holiday we really do celebrate, just because it's family coming together, unity.
Yeah. So, what does Thanksgiving mean to you? The holiday.
The holiday?
What does it mean to you?
Me personally, what it means to me is, you know, just family. You know, family coming down from whenever, being close. You know, it's a really good holiday. When I think of things, all my favorite memories are definitely from the Thanksgiving area towards Christmas. Just, you know, there's a little bit of winter that we do have. And I remember just spending a lot of time with family as a kid. And, you know, that's what it means to me. Although by the book, it probably means something totally different. But
what do you mean by that? Like, why?
By the book, like, you know, just what it means by history-wise. People killing pilgrims. That's what I'm trying to say. People killing people.
Oh, people killing people. You mean like the Europeans killing Native Americans?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean that's you know, that's a bad part of it. I mean that could be. I mean I guess it is considered a bad thing. Like, but I don't know. I think we're flipping it. I think us as a country. I think we're flipping that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just think that we're kind of making our own Thanksgiving. We're not worried about that. It's more of like a family day.
Yeah.
That's how I consider it. It's more of a family day now. Like, we don't really like to connect to that part of history. We like to.
We kind of do that with a lot. This country kind of really does that a lot. Well, not.
Oh, yeah.
Like, kind of brushes things under the rug.
Oh, yeah.
Like, especially like bad things that happen.
Of course. I think a lot of people do that. Yeah, they like to keep that like in the back of their minds and not think about it. try not to think about it. But
I still don't understand why. I don't know why that is. Are people scared of like? I don't want to say competition of different opinions. I don't understand.
I think people just don't want to acknowledge their
wrongs?
past sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it's too painful to bring up old memories. You know, trauma's not a fun thing to bring up.
That's true. But you know, sometimes it can be really relieving. It can be really good, like really not only good table topics, but understanding.
Nah, yeah, I agree. So yeah, Thanksgiving was fun. So today is Black Friday. Your favorite holiday, right?
Black Friday.
Black Friday. Black Friday, whatever. Black Friday.
Why my favorite holiday?
I don't know, because you can buy things for cheaper.
Come on, bro. We both know I'm broke.
So you don't buy anything on Black Friday?
I only went Black Friday shopping one time, and that was at Best Buy with you. So.
Oh, okay.
That was the only really time. I don't know. I think I might give me some things on Cyber Monday. Cause, bro.
What are you trying to get?
I don't know, bro. I might have to get these new PS4 headphones, bro. I can't do these $5 mics no more, bro.
A new PS4.
I might get a controller too. Yeah. Other than that, nah, I think that might be it. We're about to have sales anyways coming up for clothes and stuff. But other than that, I don't know. I feel like it's more. This is gonna sound so generic, but more efficient to do Cyber Monday rather than go somewhere for Black Friday. Although you get it right there and then, but it's not worth the fighting, the killing, the stress.
To be honest. Well, right. Nothing bad happens. I can't think of a story. Of
No, you're right.
Or killed around here.
The more important is the impatient people online. It's like that one year we went to Best Buy, they handled it really well.
And I've been there a few times, and it's always been like that. Honestly, it's always people are cordial, man. Like I think the media only shows like the
bad things,
like the super extremes. Those are like the really extreme.
The media does that. We talked about this before. The media does that with everything because a negative story sells better than a positive one, in my opinion.
No, yeah, you're probably right. But for me though, I'm not really looking to buy anything right now. I don't need anything. I'm good.
You all good?
Yeah, I'm good. I think they just use this. You know, J. Cole said it best, man. Like, they just want broke people to spend their money on things they can't afford. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. I mean, if you really think about how many credit cards are getting got maxed out this morning.
If you're maxing on Black Friday, you need some help.
Really think about it. There's probably, and you know what? We think it's probably a small amount because we wouldn't do it, but it's probably a good amount, bro, that will max out. Be like, you know, I'll make it up later. Then just give whatever they want, knowing darn well they're about to sell it in 3 years when they realize they can't afford the credit card bill no more.
Yeah, dude. I don't like that mentality. I don't like owing people money. I like paying.
Oh, no. I got to pay everything. I've always told myself, like, I got a car loan now, but... Bro, I want to get to a point where I have to pay everything in cash because it gets too complicated. Is your credit score good? Then we gotta go through.
My credit score is popping right now.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, mine is too.
What's yours?
I prefer not to say it. Definitely.
Why?
Let's just say it's the high sevens, bro. High sevens.
You act like someone can steal your credit score or something. It's your own personal credit score.
It's 2019, bro.
What are you talking about?
It can steal anything nowadays, bro.
I think mine's sitting like at 754.
That's it.
No,
I'm just joking. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know. I'm
I'm surprised mine didn't drop a lot because I put my truck under my name, so I'm really surprised like it didn't drop too much. Well, my credit score is pretty good, but you know, then you got going to like loans and interest, and then I'm just like, bro, it'd just be easy to just pay for it all in cash.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I ain't gonna worry about all that.
All that financial talk gets confusing. Yeah, let's move away from that Black Friday. I wanted to talk about the Rodney Reed case because, bro, they got me, bro.
Why you had to say it like that? How'd they get you, bro?
Got me, dude.
You were promoting it last Friday.
I don't think it was last Friday.
I don't think it was.
I didn't do my research, man. I'm sure by now you guys heard about the Rodney Reed case, about the guy in Texas who's on death row, and basically I think Sean King started a petition to get him like I don't want to say exonerated, is that a word, or get him off death row, and it worked. We signed a petition, we gave our email address. Now Sean King has my email for whatever reason, even though
he about to take that credit score, boy.
No, he's about to freaking spam me with a freaking newsletter or something. I don't know, but he has my email address. I'm not happy about that. But I didn't do my research, man. I got to come clean, and I feel kind of.
What happened? What do you?
I don't know. I just feel like I should have did my research first because dude, he was accused of raping and killing this woman in '96, I believe. She was engaged with her fiance, who was a police officer at the time. Anyways, going back several years, even before that happened, he had been accused 6 times of rape or
prior to the time of '96.
Yeah, prior to his conviction in '96, he had been accused 6 times of like violence against women, like rape, kidnapping, and stuff. He got found guilty once though, and that's how they ended up catching him for the '96 case.
Because the DNA was in the system.
Yeah, because the DNA, because he kidnapped a woman, attempted to rape her. I don't know if he raped her or attempted to rape her and beat her, and then I guess he raped her because they got his DNA, and so because of the similarities between the 2 cases,
but
they matched him up to the woman in '96. And
I'm sorry, and I don't mean to like, stick up for him or say anything like that, but bro, do you not think like, bro, if you shooting somebody, bro, they're gonna catch your DNA, bro? Like you.
But see that my thing is though, dude, I should have did more research because, dude, he got accused 6 times and convicted 1 time prior to after the '96 case, the woman. That's how they caught him. But dude, 6 women saying that you raped them or beat them or kidnapped them. Dude, although he only got convicted once, but 6 women coming out and saying that, dude, where there's smoke, there's fire. And I just feel stupid for signing something.
The good whatever comparison, I guess.
I don't know. I just feel stupid for signing something for a dude with those accusations. Because if I would have knew that, I would have never signed that petition. To be honest with you. And here's the crazy part. He might not have even killed the woman in '96 because it comes out later that his fiance came out and confessed to it because he knew that they were having an affair, and he said that he wanted to kill her nigger-loving fiance. So that's why he killed her. Apparently, he confessed to that, and he was in jail for 10 years for kidnapping and rape. Oh.
Gosh, but this man has a huge rap sheet, and
No, this is the fiance. This story's confusing.
Oh, my fault. I thought you were talking about him. I was bro, this man.
The fiance allegedly killed his soon-to-be wife.
Oh, okay, for sleeping. Okay.
Yeah, because he found out that he was sleeping with the black guy, and after she died, because he's an officer, while he was on duty, he raped and kidnapped a woman in custody, and he spent 10 years in jail for that. Yeah.
Only 10 years?
Yeah.
You would think it would be.
Because I think he got lesser charges or something. That they got it down to lesser charges or something of that nature.
But ain't that crazy how the court system works like that, bro?
Because bro, it's not just over here, dude. But it's all over the road. But back to this, dude. I just feel stupid for signing this petition. Even though he might not have killed that woman.
Yeah,
that woman in '96, because apparently the husband confessed to it. But still, I wouldn't have signed the petition if I knew that he allegedly did those things to those women.
Yeah, but it's 2019, bro. People can change.
Huh?
Like
he's in jail for that time. What are you talking about?
But '96 to 2019,
he's been in jail. So what? I don't care. If women accuse you of doing something like that, I'm just gonna let the court system do its thing. I'm not gonna sign a petition to set you free if you've been accused by women because you're a potential danger. That's me.
Yeah, no.
So you want to play Mr. Nice Guy and let these potential rapists go ahead and do that.
I knew you were gonna say that.
You want to let people change? Go ahead. That's by all means. That's
I don't know. It's tough.
I mean, if 6 women accuse you, bro, there's something there. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So so we can kind of backtrack here a little bit on this. So what exactly was the death penalty that he was about to be sentenced to? Was because he shot?
No, he allegedly killed and raped that woman. The wife of the fiance of the cop.
Oh, so this is going back from '96.
Yes.
Oh, see, I wasn't.
He was on death row this whole time.
I did. Dang, you were on death row for how many years?
Well, people are on death row for a long time. I don't know if you know this. People are on death row for like 20
30
years.
I thought it would be like a year and a half, 2 years.
No, you're on death row for a while.
Really? You gotta wait that long to die? Like, I hate to put it like that, but
yeah. You gotta wait that long.
That's crazy. So this whole time you've been thinking about, wow. Because I thought there were like 2 separate cases until just right now. I'll be honest.
No. But yeah, dude, even the 2 K-pop stars I was talking about earlier, they were raping drunk, unconscious women, and then filming it and putting it in chat rooms, and they only got 5 and 6 years.
And this is okay. This is in Korea, South Korea.
South Korea. Yep.
So they were raping drunk women,
unconscious,
yeah, and putting it in chats.
Yeah, filming and then putting it in chat rooms. Yep.
Yeah. To be fair, we had Bill Cosby, so it doesn't really surprise me.
What doesn't surprise you that men are raping women?
Men are freaking disgusting.
Men are bad people.
I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty brutal. Like,
But the thing, they only got 5 and 6 years, and they'll have to attend 80 hours of sexual violence treatment courses. And are banned from working for children.
Bruh. And they say
no. So that goes to my point about
they say American laws are.
I mean, just like all over the world, dude. Like we don't always get it right as humans. Like as far as punishment, I think those guys should get way more than 5 and 6 years. They should be in jail for damn near the rest of their lives for doing that.
They had some good lawyers. They had some good lawyers, bro. 5 to 6.
They're rich.
5 to 6 years, and then you have to attend some course that you probably not gonna pay attention to.
Yeah, 80 hours. Come on, bro.
Come on, bro. That's 2 weeks. I don't know how long that is, but
I mean, what is that? That's like
80 hours. Is that 4 days?
I think it's 4 days. 48 hours, 72. That's like
bro.
3 days.
You telling me these people got 6 years and then have to attend a class for 4 days?
Yeah. Well, not quite 4 days. 3 days and 8 hours, but yeah, pretty much.
Oh no, that's horrible. That's disgusting in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I mean, so that's all over the road. The justice system isn't perfect. So what's up with the Gabrielle Union situation? What's going on with that?
So apparently, Gabrielle Union
Take your time.
I cannot say this word right. Gabrielle Union. I said it right.
It's a simple name, yes.
You
said it right.
It's not that simple. Mike is a simple name. Anyway.
Gabrielle is quite simple. It's
Gabrielle Union got fired off Americans Got Talent. And she was saying the reason why she got fired, well, I guess the reporters, I got this on CNN. Anyway, we're saying the reason why that she got fired was because I guess a racist joke was said and she kind of stood up and kind of stood up for it and said that, that she's not going to really tolerate that or any joking of that slander or whatever. So they ended up firing her. Another thing that the reporter also said was that this is what really caught me off guard, some of her hairstyles on the show were quote unquote too black. Bro, bro, how are you supposed to respond to that, bro? I mean, she obviously handled it professionally. She don't really care.
I guess. Dwayne Wade was kind of blowed on Twitter, but
that man was taking off on Twitter, bro.
What does having too black of a hairstyle mean?
What is exactly like? What does it mean?
I mean, I guess
Afro?
I guess the braids,
fake hair. I don't know.
Whoa, stop it. What do you mean fake hair? White women wear fake hair too.
No, let's calm down. Let's not get sensitive.
No, I'm not sensitive. I'm just saying like all women wear fake hair.
It's all jokes and pokes, bro. It's all jokes and pokes.
Oh, okay. That was real funny. No, I gotta stand up for my black queens. No, but dude, I'm lost. Cause dude, remember, America's Got Talent is the same show that fired Nick Cannon for saying some jokes on his comedy special.
See, that's another crazy thing too. That which obviously he can say it. He's black, but
no, I think he was talking about white people at that time.
Oh, that'd be alright. But
I mean, but it was during his comedy special.
Yeah, that's another thing I was gonna say. It's his comedy special is totally separate from America's Got Talent.
I get it, because you're kind of because he was like the little host guy. I guess you kind of representing the show. I get it.
I guess I get it, but there wasn't that much.
No, I don't get them firing him, but I get why they would be offended. By
I would be too, but
that.
did he get much backlash?
I don't know,
because I didn't really know about it, so I don't think it really made headlines like that.
I don't watch Nick Cannon stand up, so
I'm pretty sure it was probably kind of bad.
So you're asking the wrong person, but the point is, NBC has a history of this. That's my point. Dude, this is also the same network that had Matt Lauer raping or sexually harassing women for God knows how many years. So I mean, these guys aren't perfect. So
no, not even close. But I mean, I don't know. It's just that kind of blew me. And who knows? The media could be just throwing it out there, just to kind of I don't know, pronounce a better story when they said black hairstyles. Because bro, I don't. That's such a broad statement. What do you mean by black hairstyles? Wild, crazy? I don't understand. I couldn't see. I'm trying to see
somehow I'm offended. so you equate black hairstyles with wild and crazy?
I don't know, bro. I'm just trying to see what they're putting.
I just want to know why those are the two words that came out.
What do you think of?
I don't know. I just think of braids. I don't know. Braids? That's
everybody
what I think
got braids, bro.
I know, but black people call it braids.
Post Malone had braids, bro.
Yeah, but black people, that's a black hairstyle for the most part. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right.
But that's, I mean, we got to ask NBC because we don't know what too black means. So
I don't know, but point being is it's messed up. The way Wade definitely stood up for his wife, though, that's amazing. Which, as expected. But,
he better stand up for his wife.
Because she fine. But anyway, the way he said it, though, he was like, I'm still trying to find a good answer on why my wife was fired. I still haven't found it yet. And I was like, get him, D-Wade.
Yeah, that sucks, man. She's fine though. She's Gabrielle Union. She'll get another gig.
She
didn't
of course.
Need that show.
She's probably doing it for fun anyway.
Yeah. Yo, Deontay Wilder. Did you watch the fight last Saturday?
No, I did not.
God, dug it. He is the hardest. I know everyone said this, but he's by far the hardest puncher ever. Easily, dude. He knocked Luis Ortiz out in the 7th round after probably losing all 6 rounds before that. Yeah, I'd say he was losing all 6 rounds before that, dude. Dude, it's incredible, dude. The great equalizer, dude. Like, he and Tyson Fury too. That fight has to happen now because I think Luis Ortiz is the best opponent that either of them has fought, and Deontay knocked him out twice. So after Tyson Fury wins his next, or I don't know if he's fighting someone next, that's the next fight to make, in my opinion.
Gosh,
you have nothing to add?
I have nothing to add. I wish I had more on this topic.
Okay, Conor McGregor, you know who that is, right?
Yes, of course. That I do know. Sorry, that I do know.
Yeah, he's coming back to fight Donald Cerrone. Did you hear about that?
Yes, I did. It's supposed to be happening in January, actually.
Yeah, January 18th, I believe. This is an interesting fight because it's supposed to be happening at 170 at the welterweight division, and they're both lightweights, or they both previously fought at lightweight. So I'm curious to know why this is happening at 170.
Well, why not just the lightweight division?
That's my point. I don't know why it's not happening at the lightweight division. But either way, it should be a great fight. It's a winnable fight for Conor because Conor hasn't won in the UFC since he beat Eddie Alvarez. And what year was that? Was that 2017, 2016?
I was about to ask you. They're trying to say it's Conor's big comeback to the UFC.
It is.
Do you
he hasn't
ever
won a fight in years in the UFC.
Okay, never mind.
So,
I was gonna ask you, do you think he really ever lost it? But it's like a stupid question because obviously his last opponent was obviously extremely challenging.
Yeah, he got dominated in his last fight. He needs this one bad because if Conor loses this fight to Donald Cerrone, who's a great opponent, but Conor should win this fight on paper.
How do you think he's gonna play more on ground or standing up?
There's no question it's gonna be a stand-up fight. Because Donald Cerrone's not gonna take Conor down, and Conor's not gonna go for a takedown. It's gonna be a stand-up fight. But Conor should win this fight. Because if he doesn't, I think his star power diminishes quite a bit because, like I said, he hasn't won. Every time we see Conor in the octagon, he's either getting tapped out by Habib. In the boxing ring, he's getting knocked out by Floyd Mayweather. Outside the ring, he's punching older men in the face at the bars, and he's getting accused of these sexual assault allegations. So Conor needs this win.
Would everyone get accused of sexual assault?
I don't know. This world's a crazy place. But my point is, Conor needs this win not only for his reputation inside the UFC, but I think for his own mental sake, dude, because he's been taking a lot of L's ever since that Floyd Mayweather fight where he got paid $100 million. He's been taking a lot of L's outside the ring and inside the ring.
I think it should be pretty entertaining. Though. Do you think there's gonna be a lot of talking up to it? Like how
Conor is a great promoter. He's gonna promote the hell out of the fight. Donald is not really much of a talker, so Conor's gonna be doing the promotion. I'm happy for Donald because he gets a great payday as well. So I'm happy for both gentlemen in this fight. Before we get off MMA, I wanted to talk about Khabib versus Tony Ferguson. That fight is supposed to be happening in April in New York City, in Brooklyn, I should say. And if that fight does happen, if this fight does actually happen, because they were supposed to fight 3 previous times, and like either someone got hurt, someone tripped on some wire, so
tripped on some wire.
Yeah, Tony Ferguson, he tripped over some wire and tore his ACL. Yeah, so it's weird. But he came back that same year, like 5 months later, and he fought Anthony Pettis, and he won that fight pretty decisively. So this is easily the best fight the UFC could make right now, period. End of story, because these are, in my opinion, the 2 best lightweights of all time, and they're fighting in their absolute prime. So I can't wait for that fight. Hopefully it happens. It's still a few months out. So anything could happen in between then and now. So hopefully that fight takes place. And also, it's rumored that Israel Adesanya is supposed to be fighting Yoel Romero in March, which is kind of great. I'm kind of happy for Yoel because Yoel's lost 2 fights in a row. He lost to Paulo Costa, and before that was it Whitaker? Am I tripping? But anyways, he's coming off two losses, and Adesanya just beat Whitaker, obviously. And I thought that Whitaker was supposed to be fighting Paulo Costa, but Paulo Costa got injured or something, so he's out of the picture. So they're gonna try to make Yoel versus Israel Adesanya, which is another great fight. So hopefully those 2 fights happen. Some music talk. You're a fan of Mac Miller, right?
Yes.
I don't know if you know who Goldlink is, but he's a rapper, and he posted on social media recently, basically saying, well, he clarified that he didn't mean to. He never used the word coffee, but basically he said that Mac Miller's Divine Feminine album, the Divine Feminine album.
Okay.
Basically he's saying that Mac Miller got the idea from him, or he inspired.
Kind of like stole it from him.
No.
Not necessarily.
No, he clarified. He said he didn't steal it. He just said that it was inspired by his album. I forget the name of his album. And
is that a bad thing though?
I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing being inspired by someone else.
People are inspired all the time by people.
Yeah, but it gets tricky when you're like working in close proximity with someone. Like, if we're the same age, we're making the same type of music, and you kind of
okay. I can kind of see that get a little not salty, but
yeah. But then again, Goldlink did clarify because he went on stage and said that he never used the word copy on purpose. He just said it kind of inspired Mac Miller. Those are his words. But people are upset because they feel like, why are you saying this now after he's dead and whatnot? Like, so my question to you is like, do you think we should or people should speak on the dead?
Speak on the dead?
Yeah. Like, why is he talking about Mac Miller when he's not here to defend himself?
I mean, that's a tough question because as far as like speaking on the dead, I can kind of see both sides. Because, you know, if you have an opinion and you feel like it's a good opinion, you really feel, yes, you should have said it when he was alive, and yes, he should have a chance to defend himself. But at the same given hand, it's probably something that inspired him to think about it. What? I don't know. But, like, if I have something that's on my mind, regardless dead or not, you know, I'm going to say it if I want to say it. You know, do I think there should be big backlash from it? I think they're taking it a little bit too far. Because I don't think he meant it insulting. The way that you're kind of describing
From his words,
it. Yeah, the way you kind of describing it, I don't mean.
I mean, but you gotta expect that when you're speaking on someone dead, though. Like, you gotta expect that.
Yeah, that's
fans
true.
are gonna come after you.
Yeah, that's true. But like now, if insulting somebody, that's a totally different story. I don't think that's right. I don't think, you know, because obviously the person passed, they can't defend themselves that way.
Right.
But if you're making like a valid that you feel is a valid point and not disrespecting somebody, I think that's accurate. I don't think a man should be bashed for that.
I agree. I just think that you gotta be, if you're gonna do that, you gotta be extremely careful and you gotta word it
and pinpoint accuracy with the word.
You gotta word it damn near perfectly. So I think that's where he messed up because he had to later on clarify on stage, like at one of his shows, to clear the air. Because you know who Anderson .Paak is? He came out and was like, if you inspired Mac Miller's album, where are your plaques? Basically, he's like, hey man, Mac Miller's stuff sold, and he's way more successful than you. So who cares about you? So that's not what he said, but that's kind of the gist of it, because he's like saying, if you inspired his album, then how come you didn't have any gold or platinum singles? So
Mac Miller was that dude though, bro.
No, Mac Miller was great. Goldlink is good too. So that's the messed up part. Apparently they were real close up until that point. They didn't talk after the 2 albums. Like Mac Miller dropped his album, but before he passed, thankfully they kind of got close again. They were talking
that's
again,
dope.
right? But
because that would be extremely regretting. I don't know.
Yeah, because Goldlink says that Mac Miller, he referred to him as his best friend because he said that Mac Miller baked him the cake and everything. Mac Miller's one of the first people to show him love when he first started rapping. So they were friends, legit friends.
Isn't it kind of like weird and hard to be an artist? Because I don't know, to me, like, it seems like you're always not necessarily copying or stepping on someone's toes, but you know, you are getting inspired by others, and it's hard to kind of like not take someone's stuff, in my opinion.
No, I do.
Especially now where like everything's popping, everything's trending. A lot of it's, a lot of it's going. Same thing with the movie industry too. A lot of it's remakes and going back, because it's so hard to be authentic and be a standout crowd when there's so abundance of great music out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or is it just me that's thinking that?
No, I feel the same way, especially with comedy too. Comedy and music specifically because it's kind of hard. Like if you hear like a good song, on the radio, it's kind of hard not to like not get inspired by that. And then when you're in the process of making your own music, it's kind of hard not to draw inspiration from that song because then you like can almost fall into that territory of biting someone's like style. And same with comedy. Like comedy is a weird one too because like if I do a comedy bit, right, and
go ahead.
Well, if I'm doing a comedy bit at an open mic and you're doing a comedy bit somewhere else across the country, and they're kind of the same, and those end up online, like
someone's gonna think someone
yeah, someone's gonna think. But at the end of the day, it just kind of came from the ether. Like we just kind of both thought about it, so that's where it can kind of get tricky as well.
Yeah, it's kind of great. Like especially like with music, because like a lot of I'm a person that kind of listens to the beats more the flows, so you can realize like some of it can kind of be flow based, but in the same given hand, it's like some flows really click with the individual. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
So they don't mean to copy the flow. It's just that's the best version of them on that specific flow because it brings out.
Well, some guys copy flows on purpose because you remember when Designer first came out?
Yeah.
And he got killed because he sounded just like Future. I remember when I first heard the song "Father Stretch My Hands." Well, I heard "Father Stretch My Hands," which just sampled Designer's song, which is Panda. It sounded just like Future, bro. Like I remember first listening to him, like, oh man, Future's hard on this. We come to find out it was Designer. And see, Designer kind of handled it the wrong way because his career's not panning out the way it probably should have.
Ain't it kind of? I don't want to say his career's dead. Is he doing anything now?
Look, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say that he probably could have handled it better because he was like, basically like all the fans were saying, "Hey man, you sound like Future." Like, yeah, f that. Like he was kind of like dismissing him, like SMD and all that type of stuff. Like he should have just I don't know maybe paid homage. Like, yeah, I got my song from Future, and he inspired me. That I thought
because that shows respect.
Yeah, I think that would have been dope. And like I don't know, I think he kind of burned a lot of bridges. Like if you're gonna copy something or you're inspired by something, let it be known. Yeah. So there's no confusion. I think is the idea. But I've even heard artists go as far as to say that when they're in the process of creating something, whether it be comedy, music, whatever, movie, acting, they don't watch any or listen to any other music. Like
they try to get in their own zone.
Yeah, rapper. Yeah, so they can't be inspired. Like a rapper won't listen to any new music. They might go back and listen to old stuff, but they won't listen to any new music because they don't want to be seen as biting and stuff like that. So. And I know a lot of comedians. Well, I've heard a lot of comedians say that they don't listen to other comics. Period.
Comedy is a hard one, ain't it? Because because once again another case where it's just an abundance, and to be able to have to try to stand out and really and there's a lot of creativity out there, but there's also a lot of things that that are just good in that work, and it's hard to like really kind of separate yourself from the best. And yes, obviously, that's with a lot of things, but comedy to me is just so much.
Right, yeah, it's hard to be a standout comedian, standout comic. You gotta put your own twist on things. Like it's gotta be very you. Cause like I heard Rogan talking about this on his podcast. He was saying he was talking about this with another comedian actually, and he was saying how back in the '90s. You didn't know anything about your comedians because their jokes were like, so I walk into a bar, there's a black guy, a white guy, and an Asian guy. But nowadays, like comics are more personable. Like you know about them. Like,
you got to hit in the life. Like people gotta get to know you. Yeah, Same thing with podcasting too. Like you gotta open yourself up to people in order to really kind of attract them, so they feel like they're a part of you, kind of, or get a piece of you. You know what I mean?
Right. And I think that's a huge way I think that's a big way these comics stay relevant, like because they have their own podcast. You get to see the real, quote unquote real side and things like that.
It's not just that. It's I think podcasting is cool because it's relaxation, bro. Like they're relaxing. That's their layoff. At least when I listen to Joe Rogan, it sounds really laid back. Doesn't sound forced. It sounds like he's really relaxing and having a good time with it.
Yeah, because some comics
they force it. Well,
yeah, dude, it's like, bro, okay,
yeah, we get it. You're a comic.
You're a comic, exactly. You don't gotta try to be. You don't gotta try to be funny 24/7. But we get it. You're a comic. Like some guys just force it, and that kind of turns me off personally.
Yeah, no, it does.
Like that's why I like Rogan's podcast, because he's not trying to be funny. If he's funny, he's funny. He's not forcing it, like you said.
It's a simple comment, and you know, it's a lot of comedians he brings in too. So it's the camaraderie of it. You know, it's the laid back, talk to one another type. You know, just random conversation, normal conversation. It makes a person watching it make it. Oh, he's a normal person. You know what I mean? Like kind of put him down a step, because you know people put people on pedestals.
Yeah.
So you know, it brings him down a notch. Like, oh, you know, he's just like me. You know, I had this conversation with my buddy, very relatable.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. For sure. Is there anything you want to talk about before we get out of here?
I don't know. There's something that's kind of weighing kind of heavy on my mind, but screw it, we'll go ahead and say it, bro. And this sounds so cliche, bro, but a huge thing in this world that we need is positivity, bro.
Oh, God.
And you say, oh, God, because you see where this is going. I don't know, bro. It's just lately I've been trying to listen to like kind of like a lot of motivational speakers and really trying to kind of help me, you know, just really try to get opinions off it. What's the face for, bro?
Okay.
So anyways, yeah, bro. I don't know. I just really want to kind of try to spread the positivity and have people really look, hey, it's holiday season. Don't let the tensions get high. It's great. It's cool weather. And everyone, you know, just relax and have a good day. That's all.
Yeah, for sure. Stay dangerous, man. Stay dangerous. It's been a slow week. I think that's it. Please, guys, people, folks out there, subscribe, leave a comment or leave a rating, review. That helps us. Helps us grow. I mean, that's all I can say. Thanks for the support, continued support.
Yes, please. And kind of like, you know, to piggyback off what he said, leave a comment. Any topics that you think we should touch on, you know, people who are close to us, keep in touch and let us know. We're open to suggestions, ain't that right?
No, yeah, for sure. And I think that's it, my man.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good day.
All right, peace.